Bitcoin is breaking down right now, but on today's video I will talk about should we be worrying about this, because yes, I have been discussing this on many videos in the past that we could potentially get this massive fake out towards the downside before going up higher. So on today's update video I will talk about the most important patterns on the imminent short term, the liquidation heat map, the funding rates, and more important patterns and things that are currently going on in the market that will trying to help us where Bitcoin is heading towards next. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap up that like button back above 600 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term on Bitcoin. And yes, on the imminent short term, on the 30-minute time frame, we are creating a new consolidation phase, and you can clearly see this one has got a lot of touch points, and it's just a matter of time before we're going to be breaking out towards the next direction. Whether it is going to be the up or downside, we are about to be seeing a next move getting initiated for Bitcoin. And quickly going in towards the 1 hour time frame on Bitcoin, if we are really going to be breaking down here for Bitcoin, I have still got my order set up on this level around my prey, because I am like a lion. I wait for the prey to come to me, and I am not going to run after my prey. So this has been my level. I've been looking at this entire region, and maybe I am still going to get filled up. Maybe I won't. Honestly, I personally predict we're not going to get filled up, but I will remain to have my order set up over there. In case Bitcoin is going to be having a flash movement towards the downside, I could get my entry filled up to make some more money along the way up here. So yes, I am not really expecting I'm going to be making an entry over there, but still my orders are still set up. Like you can see right here on the BYBIT exchange, I still have numerous orders set up around the 39.7k region. Going further in towards the content, we can currently see that Bitcoin has literally broke the 4-hour upward sloping support line, and currently we are trading significantly below it. But yesterday on the video I exactly talked about that potentially right now we could still see a massive fake out for Bitcoin towards the downside before moving up higher, because this was my expectation. Because right now what we can see is that yesterday there was some liquidity on the lower side that we took out, and at the same time the funding rates are still extremely high, what means that there are still a lot of long positions on Bitcoin right now. And that means of course that everyone is expecting it's going to go towards one direction. So maybe first we would see a massive fake out before potentially heading higher. So still, if I'm looking at the liquidity heat map, the majority of the liquidity is laying above us. So I am still expecting we are going to get another squeeze towards the upside, especially due to the fact that the Bitcoin spot ETF is just days out before it's going to get accepted. But right now in the imminent short term, potentially we could see still a move towards the downside, a fake out before potentially bouncing back towards the upside again for Bitcoin. So maybe we're going to get one final dump before the big pump on Bitcoin. So if it were to be happening already towards the upside, I would take it with both hands, but maybe it will first come down before we're going to be pushing up higher. And you should not be getting fooled by that, because honestly, I would approach Bitcoin right now as maximum opportunity. I mean, some patterns on the 12-hour time frame, you could still draw them like we're still in the pattern right here. So on the 12-hour time frame, you could say, yeah, we're still in the pattern, but on the 4-hourly time frame, clearly we broke the upward sloping support line. So that is why I am saying we had this breakdown, but on some other patterns, we are still trading inside of the pattern. So I don't necessarily want to be saying we necessarily have to be going down here, and especially due to the fact that right now several of these issuers are right now refiling their Bitcoin spot ETF, and they're filing this for the final time here, because I said this already earlier. Everyone who felt or everyone who updated their submission by December the 29th could be getting accepted in the first wave, and I think we saw 13 of these guys refiling their Bitcoin spot ETF, and that is of course absolutely massive, because you have to understand the bigger perspective of it all, and that is the reason why I am bullish. And if we are going to be getting a move towards the downside, I would see it as an opportunity, and that is why I want to be longing Bitcoin if it really moves down here. I've said this several times before, I want to be longing Bitcoin right here. I don't want to be shorting it whatsoever. So if Bitcoin comes down, I want to long it. Maybe already we found the bottom and we're going to be bouncing up here, or we're going to see another move towards the downside and then bounce towards the upside, because you have to understand the bigger perspective. Bitwise is already seeing their Bitcoin spot ETF for $200 million US. And if all these 13 ETF applications bring a total of $500 million US in the first week. That will be an approximately 6.5 billion US dollars, what is of course quite a lot, but it doesn't really sound like a lot. But in order to be buying 6.5 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin, they need to be buying 155,000 Bitcoins at this current price. But you have to know, if they're going to be buying 10,000 Bitcoins, they're already inflating the price higher, so it's going to be even more expensive. So this is not even doable. There's so much money that is going to be flooding the markets, that is going to be sending Bitcoin so much higher than anyone is really expecting. So you have to understand this right now here. This is why I am super bullish on Bitcoin, and we know that currently the Bitcoin spot ETF is just days out. It's literally days out here, and that is why I don't think that this is the period to be panicking in the market, because in 4 days the window opens for potential acceptance, and within, let me say this correctly, within 10 days, we are going to be seeing the first Bitcoin spot ETF getting accepted. So I am bullish on Bitcoin. I don't see a reason to be bearish. And yes, if Bitcoin breaks down a little bit here, I would still be bullish. So this is my expectation. If you want to be trading Bitcoin, make sure to go to BYBIT. Make sure to take this opportunity with both hands here. I am currently still long on Bitcoin with a minor position. And of course, my big positions are going to get entered on the lower side right there, because I would love to get entered over there. And if you want to be trading on BYBIT, go to the link description of today's video, where you could currently claim a free 1,000 US dollar trade. And all you need to do for it is go to the link description, sign up account using that link below, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and you could claim a free 1,000 US dollar airdrop position on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or on Pepe, whatever you want. You can find it in the link description of today's video. And if you can't trade on BYBIT, check out bitfinex, where you can trade without KYC, and they are giving you a 10% cashback. Going further in towards the content, we can currently see on the daily time frame, we're still holding support. I mean, yeah, I said this in the beginning of the video, we could redraw the lines somewhere a little bit here, but maybe this is also going to be breaking down here. But in my opinion, we shouldn't be panicking too hard here. And if we come down towards this region right here, it would be a big opportunity. Honestly, like, this region right here has been the point, this point right here. This is why I also want to be longing Bitcoin right here if it comes here. This was the point where we really went exponential, and once we broke that high, we went exponential. So 39.7k is also weekly resistance for Bitcoin. And yeah, if we would really come back towards that level, I would take that opportunity with both hands here. To be honest, we are still consolidating on the bigger things of it all. We're just consolidating below big resistance and above big support. So if we come back towards the support targets, it's definitely a buy. And I don't really see a big reason to be panicking for Bitcoin over there. So yeah, on the weekly time frame as well, you can clearly see it. We are consolidating here around 42,000 US dollars, what is already massive for Bitcoin. So it is all a matter of time before things are going to be exploding. So don't get fooled by Bitcoin right now here, guys. This was it for me on today's update video. You know my targets, where I would love to open up big positions. And if we come down towards this level, I'm going to be opening up massive positions, guys. You have to understand, I'm going to open up millions of dollars in Bitcoin trades. And if the Bitcoin spot ETF gets accepted, that is the point where we would see really the fireworks entering the market. So make sure to be prepared, make sure to get ready. But anyways, this was it for me in today's update video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.